Hello, viewers, and welcome back. Okay. I've decided it's time. We've been delaying too long, you know. It's not like we've been doing nothing, but these boss fights, these guys are small potatoes. It's time to go after what is apparently the big potato? How does that phrase work? Why do we care about big potatoes? Anyway, not important. The point is, Darkest Dungeon. It's time for the Darkest Dungeon. It's time to go back to the Darkest Dungeon. Okay, so, we've gotten blown out by this mission twice. The first time, we weren't even able to complete the first boss battle. The second time, we limped through the second. And we know that there's 3. So basically we haven't gotten close. Like, not even a little bit close. Not at all. And I'm not going to lie, it made me a little bit gun-shy. I've been doing these other things because I'm successful at those other things, and I'm scared to go back here and fail again. But there's no way to live a life. We got to get in there, we got to do it. So, I studied the tapes. Man, I went back and watched. I tried to craft a party that I thought was well-suited. So here's what we're taking. We have Hote, our legendary Hellion. Her negative traits are pretty much irrelevant. Against Unholy doesn't really matter. This doesn't really matter. We'll bring lots of torches. Obviously, this other stuff is all about town and trinkets, whatever. Or town and curios, so whatever. She doesn't have great stats. She does have plus 10% damage. But she doesn't have any, like, mind-blowing traits. I was not able to find anybody on our roster who has, like, Eldritch Hater or anything. It is what it is. Galveston, I don't know how he only has 1 negative quirk. And actually, the Vestal that we're bringing has none. I think it's because she leveled up quickly. Like, she didn't actually go on that many different missions. But you guys, if you're watching this Let's Play, you probably know that I consider almost no negative trait worth buying off. Like, there's a very small number that I would bother with. So I'm certainly not buying off their quirks or anything. I guess they just leveled up quickly and didn't get bad rolls on their level ups. So he doesn't have anything that's mind-blowing either. He does have plus 3% crit on all of his damage-dealing skills. He does more damage when he's injured. That's something. She doesn't have any... Plus 4 speed on the first round is cool. We're bringing... well, I'll talk about gear in a second. This one does have Warrior of Light and Faded. And Unyielding. I guess that's something. She also has Tuckered Out, which I don't think is... I mean, obviously, that's not great. But, I don't know. I think it's going to be okay. She also has Rabies, which is cool. That's a cool thing to have. Everybody, thumbs up for Rabies. I had to tell you, this game is definitely giving me an experience. I have this feeling of legitimate dread in the pit of my stomach when I think about going back into this dungeon. And that's a hell of a thing for a video game to instill. In a sense, I don't like feeling dread. But in another very real sense, I'm so impressed with this game for being able to make me feel that. So we're taking Eldritch Slayer rings because they have a huge upside in a place where literally everything is Eldritch, and very little downside. -2 dodge is so unlikely to ever matter. I've given the torches to the Arbalist, the Vestal, and the Hellion. The Bounty Hunter has another thing he can use that has no downside. And he's the only one that's true of. All the other people have... Their things of comparable upside have large downsides. Large enough downsides, anyway. I've given our Vestal a stun amulet because I want to have more reliable stuns. In particular, with Quick Draw, she's likely to go first on the first turn, and a right-away stun seems really powerful. And also, her stun at 139% base is going to whiff a lot if she doesn't have some kind of support. And given that her only damage-dealing spell is Judgment, and you get a little bit of damage off of Dazzling Light, but I decided not to try to buff her damage, because I figured her being able to more reliably stun things is going to be more valuable. This is kind of like coming into the dungeon with only 3 people, but that's what we did last time, because the 4th person was a jester, and we still managed to get there. No, the Jester did some okay stuff. The problem was just like it was a Jester and a Grave Robber, and I think what happened was our damage was low. I was watching the like I said, I was watching the recordings of the earlier videos, and the two things that really happened were, number one, our damage was kind of low. We were very crit reliant, and number two, we had a couple of turns in a couple of the boss fights where we just couldn't do meaningful damage for two reasons. Number one, there's weird targeting restrictions on some of those guys. We had a turn where like the Grave Robber had ended up in front and the Jester had ended up in back, and the other thing that was really difficult was that we had people on Death's Door all the time, and that's really, really damaging to your ability to deal damage because Death's Door is a pretty mean penalty. So the Vestal, with Divine Comfort, I'm hoping to be able to keep people floating above Death's Door most of the time. Another thing that happened was we brought in a Cultist last time because I was like, damage. But he healed for 0 a couple of times in really critical situations. That meant then our Crusader had to pick up healing, which meant our Crusader also was not attacking. And it's just... The Occultist heal is a wasted turn sometimes, and this dungeon may be too hard for us to have wasted turns. What else did I want to talk about? Sunring on the Arbalest. I ran out of Eldritch Slayer's rings. I've been paying attention. I've been checking the Nomad Wagon, trying to make sure that if an Eldritch Slayer's ring shows up, I want to buy it. But we just don't have a third one. So Sunring over Wrathful Bandana, because I think 10 accuracy is probably better than 5% damage, especially given that she has rabies, so she has an accuracy penalty already. It's really important to hit, right? We do have secondary healing here, so she can help keep people off Death's Door if she has to. We have 2 marks, a dodge mark and a minus prop mark. The minus prop mark is not the greatest, but it's certainly something. We have people who deal a lot of damage to marked enemies. We do have 3 stuns. Yawp and Uppercut have no mechanical backup. I'm not equipping them with any things, but they're both 164% stuns. And then we have our 139% plus 30%. And this also, by the way, does increase our Vestal's stun resistance to 110. If there's anybody in the party that you don't want to get stunned, it's the Vestal. Whew. Okay. The other thing I was thinking, honestly, is that I don't know if it's necessarily worth bringing the talismans. It's nice to not have to worry about Revelation, and Revelation does inflict, like, 60 stress. No, it has to be right to bring the talisman. 60 stress is way too much. Okay, yeah, this is right. This is as right as we're getting. I'm just nervous is all. By the way, in the last video I was complaining. I was like, when you mouse over damage here, it shows you their thing, weapon plus skill, and it would be nice to know it's just the weapon. But you can totally see what a character's raw damage is by just hovering over the weapon. It tells you the damage base right there, so I feel a little silly about that. Okay. This party still is a little bit crit reliant, but we do have really good base damage. You know, like 8 to 16 plus 90% on marked targets. Hellions just have a naturally high 10 to 19. I think this is as ready as we're getting. Oh wait. Also, I bought camp skills. You know, because it's good to have camp skills. I unlocked a lot of camp skills for various people, and I was kind of waffling back and forth about what I wanted to bring. This is where I landed. Actually, Prey's not good. Okay. I think she shouldn't have wound care. She should have encourage. She already has healing skills. I think you can swap camp skills. Yeah, I know. In the dungeon. Alright, our party is not bringing as much automatic garbage this time. We will be bringing all of the food, all of the bandages, all of the anti-venom. We know that these things are tremendously important. Let's bring a lot of torches. At least this many torches. And then the question is, do I want to... probably this one bandage is not as useful as another stack of something. Holy water is nice. This eliminates combat debuffs. I don't think the debuffs are as important. Removing debuffs I don't think is as important as preventing. I'm going to not bring the one bandage. I'm going to bring a second stack of holy water. I think it's important to keep us resistant, especially during the fights with the giant scorpion monsters. And, remember, this time we have a Vestal, which means that we have access to Sanctuary. Sanctuary is bananas, if people are actually getting low. I expect we're going to go... I think the layout of the dungeon is exactly the same every time. That's how it was with the first one. So we're going to go to the right first. We're going to fight the two scorpions. Probably that's going to end up with some mortality debuffs on people. So when we camp, we're going to get mega value out of Sanctuary. It's going to prevent our nighttime ambush and fix our party up in one go at only 4 time units. And then we'll actually have time to consider some other things. Is 16 torches enough? Hard to say.
The thing has no name, for it needs no language. Nevertheless, those who would submit to its word this will are rewarded in a fashion. The creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust. Twisted, half-human monstrosities stalk the flesh-ridden halls, protecting their gestating god.
Alright. Deep breaths, everyone.
Madness made flesh. It crawls steadily upward from the pit, supported by the lattice of cyclopean pillars.
Okay, you can indeed swap the camp skills. I thought that was the case, but I just wanted to be sure. Okay. Only 7 speed. Alright, so these are Eldritch Beasts. It's a shame they're not Eldritch Humans. Oh, hey, that thing's not Eldritch. It doesn't really matter. He has 21 health and is not a threat, but it is worth noting that there is one thing down here that is not Eldritch. Let's just wail on him. Let's not bleed right at this moment. Judgment would have been cool there to pick up some of the damage, but it begins. And Wayne is relentlessly negative already. The end approaches. We're like midway through the first turn, Wayne. Take it easy.
Their formation is broken.
Alright.
Maintain the offensive.
Okay, that guy does literally nothing. That's nice of him. One of the big downsides of the Vestal, unfortunately, is that she can't just like bomb out all of a sudden you're at full health, the way the occultist can. I thought about, man, their crit chance is so high. How many crits is that? Was it 3 crits from their party in the first 2 rounds?
Grievous injury.
Yeah, that's brutal. Oh my god, are you kidding me? His speed is 2. How is he... The game is just being a dick now. His speed is 2. There is no way it was his turn yet.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
The one thing that is a bummer about the Arbalest is that she is not good at hitting people in the front. We're gonna take a moment here. Apply some more healing. Alright. With a little bit of backup from the Arbalest, those heal received buffs do stack up, so.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
73 stress. Good start. This is just... It's just too difficult. The tuning on this is so high. I don't know how you're supposed to do this on New Game Plus, where the monsters have higher stats, I believe. Oh, look at this yawp setup. Aw, that makes it less good. I'm still doing it. There we go. What we do not need is them taking turns. Get herself a little bit of healing. Oh. We're really good at just barely leaving them up.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
His stun resist is way too high to try it. So do I go for Judgment, or do I throw a heal out? I think the Judgment's more likely to let us finish him off before he attacks. Nope, Arbalest doesn't get her turn first. Okay, at least that only hit for 4. Oh, it hit for 4 and not a stun. Well, in that case, I think we have the time to apply a little bit of healing here. You really have to take advantage of any economy that the monsters give you. I was not thinking about the fact that he was going to get healed. That's silly. That's a bit of a mistake on my part. So do I shoot this guy, or do I just throw another heal, though? I think I just keep healing. Because we can yawp again. The Bounty Hunter will deal damage. Yeah, like pretty okay base damage. That's fine. That's an okay amount. And then... yeah, take advantage of these. Plus heal buffs.
Devastating blow.
That's all she can crit for because she's all screwed up. I don't know. Let's keep healing. He'll bleed to death, so why not? And we're going to keep targeting the Bounty Hunter, yes, in hopes of a crit to pull down his stress a little bit. Okay.
A slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Well, we're in fine shape health-wise, but we really have a lot of stress. So I know for a fact that this is a boss fight, and I don't think that there's enemies between here and there. Should I camp now for buffs? If I camp now for buffs... If I don't camp now for buffs, he's probably going to snap during the fight. But if I camp now for buffs, then I won't be able to camp for buffs after this. Before the... Right, like... there are 3 fights. I only have 2 camps. I'd like to apply them between 1 and 2, and then between 2 and 3. Because that will let me heal up most efficiently from the boss fights. Yeah, I have to wait until after the first fight, I think. Alright, everybody drink up. Here we go. This is a very difficult fight. So this guy has more, he has more kill ability. He has more die ability. He has less health. He's going to be an easier kill, I think. He also has that Doomsday skill, which is terrifying. The Bounty Hunter can't collect bounty on him, though. Yeah, we're gonna start in on this guy. This has got to be right. Okay, good revelation. We just need them not to do it to the Bounty Hunter. So 14 to 26 versus 9 to 17 plus a 3-point bleed, a 4-point bleed. Yeah, this is probably right. His bleed resist is low enough that that's gonna hit for the most part. They have no prot. They have 98% debuff resist, so the debuffs on the marks are probably irrelevant because they're not going to hit anyway. Let's just shoot him. I'm gonna apply the Bounty Hunter's mark because the Bounty Hunter's not capable of hitting this guy with his mark buffed attack. Okay, Torment is... Alright, that's not so bad. Oof, that hurts. But she did resist the blight. Just keep stacking those bleeds up. Okay, good revelation. I didn't think about the fact that these guys are taking so many turns that we're really not getting a lot of benefit from the marks anyway. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted the turn.
Well struck.
Yeah, he'd be dead right now. I shouldn't have marked. Oh, he is dead right now. Okay. I'm going to mark on this guy, though, because they do actually both get to apply their stuff to him. Oh, he dodged the stun. Ooh. Okay, 8's not so bad. Did the stun land? It did. Okay. Not great, but not the end of the world. Yeah, this was the right plan before, and I think it's still the right plan. Okay. We're getting good luck on the revelations. Nobody's chosen the Bounty Hunter. The mark wore off before either of them got to attack. He took 4 actions between the mark being applied and either of them getting a turn. That's fantastic. Okay, great.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Great. He still hits pretty hard, even with the debuff. No, I mean, like, I want to shoot so badly. Yeah, the marking is just not. It's just not worth doing because they take too many turns too quickly, and our people too frequently have to do stuff that's not attack. So there's a pretty good chance of us landing a stun. He'll have the mark up. If the mark was going to wear off in one more round, then I think the stun's really obvious because it makes the Bounty Hunter have a buffed attack option. But since he's going to have the mark on him, the Bounty Hunter has a marked attack buffed attack option no matter what. He doesn't need Finish Him to be available because Collect Bounty will totally work. So I think I should heal somebody. Probably the Bounty Hunter? Okay. She keeps rolling nothing and then getting resisted. 68% resist. Right, get him. Get him really hard. Okay, 25 is hard-ish. No bleed, no bleed. Or that attack doesn't bleed. Okay, please don't get dead. Good, good, good. You guys should feel free to dodge his attacks occasionally, you know, if you wanna. I'm not too worried about the first. The first attack he does every round is Revelation. I'm pretty sure if we stun him, he just won't do the revelation on the stun turn, and then he'll still do his second attack. We really want to stun him between his two attacks. Oh, he dodged. Yeah, because revelation's not that scary. And I think we are rolling minimum damage almost all the time, it seems like. That's very frustrating.
From becoming unwound.
Okay, could you please actually hit with something? Man, is it better to just yawp here? Buy us some time? Because if he goes revelation and kills her with it, that would be really unfortunate. Yeah, let's do that. He resisted. Man, this guy's resists are like... Please get stunned. This guy's resists are way higher than they are reported to be. You gotta get her off death's door, because he might just take both of his turns in a row. Okay. Oh! He prefers to use revelation on the... Okay. That is manipulable. We can make something happen with that. She already has the debuff. We may as well just... Alright. And so he's stunned. Bonus damage from finish him. I still don't know what's going to happen. I still feel a little nervous. See if we can apply a bleed here. Okay. Whew. I feel like we're in way better position than we were the first time. Alright, let's walk back to the middle. I know where the second hand is. Or the second... We find the crown, we use the hand on it. Yeah, I know where the second crown is. And then we can camp in the middle room. Sanctuary will fix up the Hellion and the Bounty Hunter quite well. Yeah, it's hard to justify doing the mark thing. I thought the marks were going to be a big part of our strategy against these guys, but it's very difficult to make the marks work in a way that's useful. Okay, so I definitely don't want to go into more combats with them in this state. Let's camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable.
And
Rats
then,
in a maze.
because Sanctuary is completely nuts, quite overpowered. Bonus damage and accuracy versus size too. So if we do that, Battle Trance is a little tricky. The Flying Polyp guys that we're going to fight in this second fight have a knockback, and I don't think that I want to give her a thing that makes her any more position dependent than she already is. We could do Restring Crossbow and plan Takedown, and that eats up the rest of our time units. We could also do something like This Is How We Do It or Bless and Restring Crossbow, and then one of our 2-pointers, like an Encourage on somebody. Nope, I decided. That's what we're doing. We're getting... Okay, strong and powerful. This is a good combination of traits. We are the flame, says the guy who's not carrying a flame.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright, we're gonna have a couple of fights on our way over there.
A decisive pummeling.
You know, the stuns have always been good to us. I see no reason to change up our strat. Yeah, you're a jerk. That is exactly what I was really hoping was not going to happen. Wow, that is very little damage. Okay, so this guy's dead now at the beginning of his turn. Oh, he left him alive. No, critical finger. That's a lot of bleed damage. Thank God we brought so very many, what do you call it? So very many bandages. Okay, bandage for you. I don't know why I used them from the full stack. His stun resist is 100 and... That's pretty high. I think we're just going to do this to get some health back. Okay. The Arbalest doesn't really have a meaningful frontline damage solution. Alright. We're going to risk the heal. If this guy doesn't go next, this is going to be okay. He went next. Okay, so that was a net negative. Here's what I think of you, buddy. Now we're going to take another round to heal. So, suck on that. I have no compunction at all about cheesing this out a little bit. Okay, that feels like we're in a good place. Let's wrap it up. Okay.
Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Things are going not that poorly. I think we have one more fight before the boss battle. I think there's a fight in this hallway. And then once we head north at this junction, we're in completely new territory. Okay, it was in the room. I didn't realize I was going to push him all the way. I forget that it's knockback too, because we so often use it to only knock people back one space. Oh, maybe I should have stunned this guy, because he has a stun. He has the ability to make things really awkward for us. But let's just get this guy down as quickly as possible. What are the odds that we kill him with Ebola? Not high enough. Alright, so he's got that stun. It doesn't do a terrifying amount of damage. We have to get a stun onto this jerk, or we have to kill him. And then we have to finish off the other priest. Deathlash isn't so bad. I like Deathlash. I don't like it when he does the finger. Well, sure, if you take a bunch of turns in a row to do it, eventually it'll work. Well, fortunately, she can totally finish that off with a judgment. Awesome. And now we can take a moment on this guy, do a little bit of recovery play.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That's fairly likely to stun, and if it does, then we can definitely give ourselves a moment here to recover a little more. Now let's go for it. Let's finish him off. Okay, next boss fight.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It certainly is.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright. So we still have our damage buffs from camping. If we can get this going right, we can take care of these polyps in the first turn or two, we can get this down to a manageable size. These things are fast, man. 12. No, don't banish him. Resist. Resist with your... No, why did I give you all those... Why did I give you all of those holy waters if you weren't gonna... Oh, it doesn't actually change his move resist. Yeah, so this sucks already. That... Them landing that screwed us up so much. Oh my god. She can't move back because the Arbalest can't afford to be moved forward. So basically that's just like... That move was as good as stunning both of them, basically. That's a real bummer. Alright. Kill him! That's not a kill him. You didn't kill him. Resist the stun? Yes. Good, good, good. Okay, he's dead. Good. I was hoping for a little bit better luck than we're getting, obviously. Let's just try to prevent one of his attacks. Awesome. Double awesome. Wait, that's not that awesome. Because that makes it hard for our... Okay. I was going to make it hard for our Arbalest to participate, but not a problem. Damn it. Even your 34 dodge. Oh, she left him at 1. Well, we definitely have to finish him off. We're having a real problem with these guys just barely surviving. Alright, so you can kind of get these guys into a loop, actually, because their first action of the turn is Revelation, and when they use it, their stun buff falls off. So we can kind of trap them. I don't know what's going to happen. I probably should have attacked there. That was probably wrong. I'm not going to bother marking him. Damn it. Only 68%. What is her? 139. So it's like 70%. It definitely has not been observed 70%. I dodged it. You try. Everybody just keep throwing stuns until one of them lands. We really don't want this guy having 2 turns. Also, we've been super lucky and he has not yet chosen the Bounty Hunter for Revelation. Okay. Alright, somebody stun him. Damn it. Ouch. Stun him now so we don't have to worry about it next round. Hey, there's some of those crits. I remember crits. I remember when you guys used to occasionally get crits. Please, stun him. I wanna get a chance to heal a little bit. Oh, we probably shouldn't mess around with it. Alright. Well, this is the best it's ever gone, no doubt about that. Here's the real question. Do we camp right when we get back here, or are we in good enough shape to maybe push on? My concern is that with me not knowing which direction to go in, if I camp here, I may go through 4 battles before finding the next boss. And I really, really want to have my buffs up, because I don't know which kind of fight it's going to be. It's probably going to be something that's a little bit different from either of those two. It could just be the other scorpion, right? We saw 2 different scorpion monsters here, and one of them with polyps here. The next fight might be the other scorpion with the polyps. It's so hard to know. Also, we do kind of want to reduce stress.
A spark without kindling.
Let's just do this. Unfortunately, this time the person who's most stressed does not have a mortality debuff. So we may want to do a slightly different arrangement of skills here. Planned takedown might not be on the table. Which is a shame, because planned takedown is the better of the 2 buffs, just solely due to the fact that it's on the bounty hunter who does not. We know we can do planned takedown and then do two cost things. That's what we'll do. That's probably just going to be 2 encourages. Let's just get her stress down. Okay.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Alright. We have enough supplies to heal up quite a bit between combats now. Annoying. Let's clear that. Damn it. Where's Yop? I need Yop. Come on, Yop. Okay, so that guy doesn't get an action next round. That'll be helpful.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
And with these guys grouped together like this, Yop will actually hit both of them. If you use an AoE attack that hits both somebody who's being guarded and the person who's guarding them, it actually does the effect to both people. Alright, so we have a whole turn of them doing nothing. We should be able to do quite a bit of cleanup here.
A powerful blow.
Okay, it was probably not worth using the Vestal to attack. I probably should have just healed with her. That said, these guys can't deal damage. So, it probably doesn't actually matter. We're not gonna want to stall. But, we're gonna have time to heal up here. I hope the Arbalist goes first. Yes, chew yourself back to health. Damn it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I meant to do the other thing. Hey, how come he's not taking stress? All he's doing is stalling. I'm not done healing yet. Okay, good enough. Oh, non-lethal. Embarrassing. Alright, well we're all at full now. A little bit of stress relief from a killing blow.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, we've never been up here. I have no idea what we're looking at up here. This is the mysterious part of the dungeon.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, this isn't so bad. As far as I know, the defensive growth just guards people. So he's not exactly top priority. 9 damage. And resisted the bleed. Oh, I guess they have real I guess they have real bleed resist. But that's ridiculous that we weren't able to two-shot this guy. We should be one-shotting them. Thank you. Alright, let's stun this thing. Oh, actually it has super high stun resist. I should not have tried that. I should have been looking. That's me getting caught not paying attention. It's embarrassing. Well then I guess we just have to kill it. Not much for that.
A singular strike.
Pretty good crit. I'll tell you what this party definitely lacks is, okay. Plus 10% crit is real. What this party definitely lacks is AoE solutions. Oh, I should have stunned with the bounty hunter. Stunned this guy. She really doesn't have a lot of great options now. That still does 12 damage. Right, I forgot. Her damage is still really, really high. I probably should have stunned there, and then the Vessel had a turn, do healing, and... yeah. Oh, jeez. I just have no idea. This was the configuration for the last couple, although it wasn't this hallway length. I mean, the thing that makes sense to me is for it to be up here. Hold on. Let's go this way. I'm going to try something. We're going to see if my intuitive map sense is any good at all. Worth anything. So there'll be a fight in here, I bet. Okay. Okay, this isn't even that bad, really. So that thing doesn't have that much stun resist normally. Had I stunned it before? And that's... I don't remember. Let's stun these things, because they're annoying. Let's stun these to keep them from stunning us, basically. And then he's going to pick one to guard, and we'll kill the other one. Okay. Thank you for making that decision. Their bleed resist is way too high to try to use if it bleeds on them. Yeah, I must have stunned him. Stunned the other one previously or something. Well, try yop. Give him a yop. Give him a good yop.
Impressive.
That's not the primary target. She just couldn't attack the other guy. You know, let's start throwing healing out. I think this battle is under control. I don't know what this guy does if he's alone. He may not have an attack. I guess we're gonna find out. We'll get a little healing on. Honestly, that's fine. Let's just kill it. It does have a thing. Well, I tried to kill it before it did that. And then, is this hallway only 3? Yeah.
But a victory nonetheless.
3 steps is what we saw before all the other boss fights. I'm not going to drink holy water outside the door, but I will drink holy water on everybody's first turn, if this turns out. Yep, this is right. Oh, flesh hounds and a warlord. Okay. I don't know what these are, but they're gross. I think that makes the most sense. Nash. Ugh.
Blow to body and brain.
Okay, but it's just damage? That's not so bad. Alright, well, let's get rid of these things as quickly as possible. Lowish bleed resist. If the bleed sticks... Nope, that's still not quite there. But maybe I leave it. We'll just take one from him. Yeah, I'm gonna try to eliminate this guy before he gets an action. Oh, such good dodging, you guys. Okay, unsuccessful. Okay, so this one's dead now. Okay. That Nash attack really isn't that scary. Annoying. Alright, our Vestal really wants to try to land that stun here.
The ground quakes.
Okay. That was a bloody good shot. I don't know that we could get any luckier. Right, come on, nail the stun, nail the stun. Ah. Okay. Good. We only have to actually hit... Ooh, wow, nice crit. We only have to actually hit one stun each round to keep this guy down. At this point, we could even survive a revelation to the bounty hunter. You guys, I think we did it. I think we win.
Monster's size has no intrinsic unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Hamlet, out of here, go. Oh. Man, that party just blazed right through that. The importance of bringing the right makeup, it's apparently just huge. Also, it could be that we just have we did have a pretty great string of luck. There's no doubt about that. It's hard to say. This, by the way, unrelated. This shouldn't be happening. This is stupid. Just pop the whole thing in one stack. Stack of 8 torches. Bam, 40 gold. Don't show me ding, 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 you know. You can still break out the loot, like the gems and stuff, one by one, because that's cool. But watching 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 happen with that noise over and over again, that's not. What'd you guys get? The worries. Yeah. Wow, Precise Striker. Replaced Warren Scrounger. So she still has Slugger, along with Precise Striker. What a badass.
The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time, but there can be no celebration. Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror.
Okay.
You are in the shadow of the end.
Okay, you done? Are we good? Okay. You see, I have started removing some quirks, just trying to get people right. Fear of Eldritch is not okay. People got to go into the darkest dungeon at some point. All right. Not just a success, but I feel like a pretty resounding success. We destroyed that place. Let's just hope that we can be so lucky on the next one. Well, by the way, I want to say, last time I was like, what the heck? When did I lose all those people? Apparently what's happening is people who've completed Darkest Dungeon no longer count toward your roster limit. So we have 4 open slots now. But we still have all of the heroes that we had before. They've desorted for some reason. But we still have the 29 heroes that we had before. Now we have, it says 25, but in fact there's 8 heroes who aren't included in this limit because they went to the Darkest Dungeon and survived. Also, I really do think that it should sort all of the Never-Agains to the top when you do a sort by level. But yeah, that's it. Darkest Dungeon. We did it. We're heroes. Let's have a peek at what the next mission portends. Activate 1 Locust Beacon. It is a 4 camp. Exhausting. Your enemy is vast, sprawling, and must be destroyed from within. Slog through the twisting maze and find your way to its throbbing heart. So we're gonna go inside. Ugh. Gross, dude. And think of all the crests we'll get. Alright, well, join us next time. Come back. Come back next time. Join us again. Next time. On Darkest Dungeon. When we enter the belly of the beast.